Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but a penny town red. Can't let that go play in my head, wargaming.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Hobby Homies. We are your weekly tabletop podcast. I'm Shane, hanging out with Fox.
Hey, gang.
And of course, we've got Churchy.
I'm in the void.
Today, we are talking about a little game called Inquisitor.
No, I'm in.
Inquired?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I want to
good.
portray, but I can't because I'm so freaking dumb. I am. I'm curious.
Yes, good. I'm curious too.
That's not the word I'm looking for. What's the word for? Yeah, I don't know.
There's a word. Inquisitive. That's what Churchy's here for.
I'm inquisitive.
That and pressing the button
Yeah,
at the right times.
At the right times. Canceling the
Go
button.
into that now.
Canceling
Oh,
the
no.
canceller.
Yes.
Yes, I am. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I'm inquisitive.
Cool. Yes, you are.
Thanks, Churchy.
Before we talk about Inquisitor,
Yeah.
just quickly,
Okay.
you guys watching, thank you, by the way.
And listening. Thank you
And
also.
listening, thank you so much. You guys
Whichever
are
of
awesome.
the five senses you choose to engage us with,
Yep.
especially tongue, taste, tongue taste.
Especially tongue.
Especially tongue. Sorry, I was thinking about something else and it just kind of short-circuited
Yep,
with my
never
current...
mind.
Yeah, well, we thank you for it.
You can press any of those buttons, the follow button, the subscribe button, the like button, any of those.
The thumb down.
That'd be
I'll
good.
Be
Yeah,
honest.
man, that's fine. Yeah,
that's
whatever.
fair. We've earned it. Yep.
So today, before we jump in to this specialist game, short-lived specialist game too, by Games Workshop,
Yep.
we probably should ask what an Inquisitor is.
Great, because I actually have no idea. But you've played an RPG where you've been an Inquisitor's
Acolyte.
bitchlet?
Basically,
Yeah,
yes.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And I've played an RPG when I've been an Inquisitor.
So you're the most qualified person in the world
No,
for this?
I'm going to say in this room.
Yeah. Churchy already.
Nah, Churchy definitely.
Yeah, the second most.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the best you've ever been. So,
Anything. Yep.
Good old number two.
mate,
Number
we
two.
wouldn't settle for it.
First at losing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's good. That's kind of your, it's your slogan.
That's. I've got that tattooed somewhere.
yeah, on your wife.
Yeah. What?
Well, she married you, so she was the first
Sure.
at losing, I guess. No, Shane's good value.
Carries on. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, you're welcome.
While the game was briefly supported officially, it has had the community of players keeping it alive to a point where most of the newer members in the hobby, like us,
Hang on, are you about to tell me what an Inquisitor is?
have heard of Inquisitor 54 or Inquisitor 28.
Sure.
Before we get ahead of ourselves, we must first ask, what is an Inquisitor?
Was that one of those things where I was supposed to say it?
Yeah.
What is an Inquisitor,
Yeah,
Shane?
well, good question, Fox.
Thanks, man.
One familiar with the Warhammer 40k universe may be aware of the Inquisition, right?
Yes.
The secret enforcers of the Imperium, hunting aliens, burning witches, and destroying demons.
And...
And?
Oh, no, I thought that was you. No.
No, there's a full stop there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't read the notes.
That's fine. Eliminating anything that threatens the Imperium.
Illuminating?
Eliminating.
Even better.
Yes.
Don't shine a torch on them.
No.
Fuck them up.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
The infamous sigil of the Inquisition was derived from the personal heraldry. You know this.
Wait, don't tell me. Malcador.
Malcador the... It's in the name, dude.
There's no way of knowing.
Sigilite.
Oh, right, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Regent of Terror.
Cool.
During the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy, Malcador was the second most powerful Saiga in the Imperium after the Emperor, of
You
course.
don't need to tell me, mate.
You know of Malcador, of course, with your Grey Knights.
Yeah. So, for those who don't understand why I'm so excited about one very niche part of 40k lore,
The tiniest
it's
piece.
maybe the only thing I know.
Basically, one guy sits on a chair and then dies.
How dare you? His sacrifice was one that only he had the
Gets
power
killed-
to do.
He gets killed by a chair.
Hey, there are millions of people in America that have been killed by chairs. So,
Wow. Way to marginalize our American audience. We love you guys, by the way.
yeah. Yeah, we do. We do.
Just watch out for chairs.
Yeah, for sure. Buy ones that have no cables. So,
Have you seen the one with the computer chair that goes up the guy?
no.
Oh, it's
Pull it
bad.
up, Churchy.
It's bad.
Okay.
Breaks and like the main like supporting I'm going to call it a shaft.
So
of the chair.
Malcador
Yes, that's a
didn't have a
different
chair
episode.
like
that's
that
a
one.
Beers and Banner content.
Yeah,
right there.
we'll carry on
Yeah.
afterwards.
Anyway, no, he had a golden chair.
So I do know who Malcador is because I was starting a Grey Knights army, but I was playing Horus Heresy, and I was like, how do I make Grey Knights my favorite Space Marine chapter from 40k, the only Space Marine chapter I actually like, because they've got adorable little Trueborn size.
Do you know all the chapters have had those?
That's ridiculous. I don't know what even you're saying. And yeah, but they have cool knight helmets. They got
Yes,
cool
they
with the
do.
big. Yeah, anyways, they're
Yeah,
adorable.
they're very cool.
In a world of Primaris, they haven't been Primarisified.
No.
So I appreciate that. Anyways, I wanted to do that in Heresy. I was like, where are the Grey Knights? They're like, oh, first time? They're like, there's no Grey Knights yet.
Yeah.
They became the Grey Knights later, and they birthed out of this Malcador's Chosen, the Chosen of Malcador.
Yep.
Handpicked a bunch of dudes, later trained them up, and eventually they branched off and became the Grey Knights. That's the too stupid, don't read version. And I was like, well, I'm going to do an army that's called the Chosen of Malcador.
Yeah, nice.
And that led me down the path of learning all about Malcador.
Yeah.
And that's why I got excited when he said something that I understood, because typically in the Games Workshop realm of deep lore that isn't Xenos, I don't know what things are.
True.
So I'm happy.
True.
Yeah.
I remember when Fox got into this because he spent half an hour one time on the way to Shaz's
True.
telling me all about it.
I
in the old
did.
Trug studio.
I did. So
Yep.
Good.
I was that excited. So what do you want to know about Malcador? Oh, sorry, this is your thing.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
you go.
telling you.
Okay,
That's
you
enough
tell.
about Malcador.
Okay. That's where it ends.
Well, I mean, like one more sentence.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'll kind of tune out for the rest and just zoom back in when you say his name again.
It was Malcador
Oh!
who first created the secret organization that would soon become the varied Ordos of the Inquisition.
There you go.
That's enough about Malcador now.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like halfway through.
Nah.
At least I can tune out now, just like our audience. Just wait till the end where we say, Big Roach.
We want Malcador.
I'm just going to start a riot.
Imagine everyone just kind of like zones out at the 5-minute mark and then they hit Big Roach and like, all right, did it for the boys. Click off that one.
True.
Hopefully that was an ad so they can make some coin. There wasn't. Sorry.
We don't get that money for ads anyway.
Nah. We'll talk to someone.
Where was I? Okay, yeah. Here we go.
Literally at the start.
I know, but I'm like...
I haven't let you
at
progress
the
past
start.
the rest.
Divided into 3 major orders, or Ordos Majoris in High Gothic, and many other minor orders, each dedicated to countering a very specific threat to the survival of the Imperium and humanity.
No one in charge of cybersecurity, which is a very real problem. But what did they do instead
Pardon?
when they weren't battling computers?
What are you talking about?
Sorry.
What are you
What are you talking about?
Yeah, because you weren't talking about
About Malcador, yeah.
Yeah.
No, so you said they had 3 specific threats, and I said one of them should have been cybersecurity,
Oh, of course.
but wasn't.
No, that's right.
They focused on some other things.
Yes, they did.
All right,
the
cool. Anyway, so that's been...
How far are we on Churchy? Because it's been derailed since the start.
since the start. Since before the start, actually.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Anyway,
Carry on.
the Inquisitors belonging to the Ordos Malleus and their chamber militant, the Space Marines of the Grey Knights, seek to defeat the forces of chaos and other threats from the Immaterium. The Ordos Xenos...
The Immaterium, by the way, is... Are you gonna
No, continue.
I don't know. But it's like the world that... Is it the warp?
It's the warp. Yeah,
Right.
it's everything like outside of the Materium.
Yeah, the material world,
Yep.
the corporeal realm that all of this takes place.
Yep.
Anything that's outside of that is in the Immaterium.
Yes, it is.
In the ether.
The warp. Yep.
In the... That's the sound it makes when you're in there, I imagine.
Oh, that's awful. Maybe Slanesh.
Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I knew it.
It's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, Malcador likes it too.
I bet he does. From his chair.
From his chair.
And the Ordo Xenos and his chamber militant, the Space Marines of the Death Watch, defend the Imperium from countless alien threats. The Ordo Hereticus and his chamber militant, the pious battle sisters of the Adeptus Sororitas, seek to combat all of the very human threats to the Imperium.
So, Grey Knights take out everything from the Immaterium. Chaos, demons, all that
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
Jinx. There's a window open.
Roof.
And
Rebound.
a roof. Rebound. I've been jinxed.
Perfect. Inquisitors come in all shapes and sizes. All right, I'll unjinx you, dude. What does that mean? You 3? Me 3? I don't even know, man. Frenzy. A good band, Frenzy. Check him out on Spotify.
You gotta say my name 3 times,
I
dude.
don't
That's
know,
how you
man.
break a
Come
jinx.
on.
What the heck,
What are
man?
we in, year 7?
I don't know.
I've got a niggling question.
Go for it, Churchy.
What kind of chair did Malkador have?
A golden chair.
For a
Yeah.
golden
Did he
boy.
have cushions or?
Nah. No.
Nah, man. It was brutal.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
We won't go into details about what contraptions. No. So you've got the Grey Knights, demons, chaos hunting.
Yep.
You've got, you said someone else in the middle, the Space Marine, Death Watch, hunting aliens
Hunting aliens.
and all Xenos.
Yep.
And then you've got the Adeptus Sororitas,
Yep.
hunting all human threats.
Yeah, so that's
Psychers.
psychers, heretics.
Yep.
Yep.
Heretic. So everyone.
Basically everybody.
They were just like, if they're in blue Space Marine armor, they're probably good, but everyone
Yeah.
else, we can probably kill first, ask questions later.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
we'll allow one specific shade of red. Anything else? Nah, no good.
Slightly, they're like, that's more of a mauve.
Yeah.
I think we'll kill that one.
Yeah.
Heretic, obviously.
Yeah.
And they resisted death. Like, if they fight back, they're a heretic.
Absolutely.
It's a perfect system.
Yep.
Kind of like, no, okay.
Where are we going here?
no, it's fine. Carry on.
Inquisitors come in all shapes and sizes, from fiery young zealots to battle-hardened veterans. There are a few notable Inquisitors, but before we continue, probably the most renowned is Gregor Eisenhorn.
Oh, yeah. Eisenhorn. You have
Eisenhorn.
You have an Eisenhorn
I
miniature?
don't have an Eisenhorn. No.
There you go.
Wouldn't say no to one. Anyway, an Inquisitor of the
birthday's
Order
already been.
Xenos, initially a Puritan, but his inquisitorial ideology would alter over the course of his career and verge on radical Xanthism.
What the heck is Malkador?
Not quite. Not quite. What the heck is a Xanthite, you ask? Good question, Fox. A Xanthite is one who wishes to harness the powers of chaos and use it as a weapon rather than destroy it.
I like that you had that written, predicting what I would ask.
Well, I mean, if you didn't ask it, I was going to ask it.
That's good that we
Because
finish each
I
other's
know-
sandwiches.
Absolutely. I know the listeners would ask it, right?
Yeah,
They'd be
100%.
sitting in their cars or at their desk at work and they'd be like, what is a Xanthite?
Say it again, because I'll be honest, I
What
wasn't
is a
listening.
Xanthite?
Yeah, what is a
A
Xanthite?
Xanthite is one who wishes to harness the powers of chaos and use it as a weapon rather than destroy it. Talking's hard, man. Far out.
Oh, bro, yeah. I know.
Excuse me.
So say again, what are they doing with the Xanthites? They're bad. Does the
It's a bit of a grey area, right?
Interesting, right? Because some of the Death Watch have very Xenos looking weapons.
Well, some Xenos use hyperphase blades, like Necron weapons.
Yeah. Some Death Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And that's kind of that same vein, right? Is that kind of Xanthrite?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you were a Puritan, you would look at any alien technology and purge it, right?
Right.
But Xanthite would look at something and be like,
could
this
use
is
that.
bad, but we could use it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
You know, so
It's bad when they have it.
yeah, but
it's good when we
have
use it to
It's
destroy
like
them.
nukes, right?
Yeah, it's good. Nukes are good.
Nukes are- You heard
When
it
we
here
have
first.
them.
When we have them.
Yeah, when the hobby homies have nukes, they're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
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 Churchy, how we going on that nuke order?
I think it
Dying here.
stopped
I'm dying here.
at
I need
stopped at
water.
the airport.
All right.
Stopped at the airport, of
Customs.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Customs.
We told him to put it up there, delivery,
Yep.
and alas, got stopped at the airport.
Did not work.
Did not work. Carry on.
Chaos and the denizens of the warp are no less of an enemy, but a Xanthite would wish to tame or enslave them and use them to further the Emperor's will.
Yeah, okay. So I have a lot of questions about how the Inquisition views these zoanthropes. Xanthrites. Xanthropes.
Well, a I'm dying here.
It's good that we chose Shane to
Excuse me.
do the
mate.
deep dive.
Where's Malkador?
I'm just
doing
getting
all
over
this?
it. He's been dead for ages.
Spoilers.
What? Where are we? What's
I
going
asked
on?
how the Inquisition views the Xanthrites, if it doesn't derail you.
Well, a Xanthite is
Xanthite.
part of the Inquisition. Like,
Oh, okay.
You can be a Puritan Inquisitor,
Right. Sure.
which means everything by the book.
Yeah.
Xanthite, someone who bends the rules,
Right. Like a loose
Bordering-
cop and a uptight cop.
basically.
They're both
Yeah, yeah.
cops.
Yeah.
They don't like each other.
Yeah.
But alas, they have to answer to the angry Clapton.
Yes. Angry Clapton.
The angry Clapton.
Now that we've gotten here, eventually, we know a little bit about the Inquisitors and their role in the Imperium.
Yeah.
Let us talk about the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a game. I know.
For a second, I thought this was about the Inquisition. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it kind of was,
yeah.
but that's a whole kettle of fish right there.
Yeah, truth.
So, released in 2001, it saw a decent success. A new line of models at a larger scale of 54 millimeters were released. At this time, it allowed for far more detailed miniatures than what the current technology allowed.
Amazing.
So, yeah, of course, 28mm scale.
Yeah.
You guys remember what the early Space Marines and this kind of range Space Marine looked like?
Yeah.
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 And you know what? That's so true for even today. Like, you look at Star Wars Legion models versus Shatterpoint.
Yeah.
And like once you scale up, obviously you can just do more with
You can
detail.
pack more in. Yeah.
You can pack more in, or you
Yeah.
can make it all cleaner and to proportion.
Yes.
You look at a Legion model and the head's like someone's like done the old, what's that little pump, like an air pump
Oh, yeah.
to their head,
Yep.
because
Yep.
that's what they have to do to make it readable.
Yeah.
And anyways, yeah,
Heads and hands, man.
heads and hands.
Heads and hands. The game was also strongly RPG driven to a point where most of your dice rolls were D100 or a percentile roll. You would be aiming for your total to be under your required skill level, plus or minus any modifiers. For example, an Inquisitor may have a ballistic skill of 86. You are only 10 inches away from the target, so you are shooting at, and your weapon is more suited to longer ranges, so you have a minus 20 to your roll.
Oh God, I love it already.
So you would need a roll under 66.
Pick up sticks.
Yes. So you can see why Ollie loved this game, right? Because the
yeah.
rules are thick.
So Ollie's three things that he likes is Warhammer, thick rules,
Thick rules. More rules, the better.
and RPG.
Yep. It's everything in one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Has he ever played anything else since
I don't know,
then?
dude.
Yeah, I
You have
don't
to
know.
ask him.
I will.
And the same applies for other roles, be it melee, psychic test. Not now, dude.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's fair.
Psychic tests or strength tests to climb.
Yeah.
The RPG element goes further than just the dice rolls and the required tests. It also encourages players to play less gamey, in air quotes.
Nice.
It is definitely not suited to someone looking for a competitive match play style. You would play the game being only aware of what your models could realistically see.
Do you want me
Air
to do
quotes.
your air quotes from now on? So
That's the last of them. Thank you, though.
ruined Malcador and air quotes.
I'm honestly dying here,
I'm
boys.
basic. I don't care.
For example, was that I don't care in air quotes?
You
Need
dying.
more beer.
I meant to do it for you dying. Say it again.
Oh,
say,
yeah,
say
yeah.
I'm dying.
I'm dying.
Oh, fuck. That's too quick. With that agility, Helen is the 45.
For example, someone who was on a lower level across the board would not be aware of an enemy who was on an upper level moving from cover to cover. You could only justify their presence is known, like after they've fired their weapon or something. You know?
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So that's where you take your RPG kind of elements to it.
Hunge.
Each character has the usual stats, like ballistic skill, weapon skill, strength, toughness, leadership, all the things that we know from the game of Warhammer 40k. But they also have a speed stat. Their speed stat is determined by their initiative, divided by 20, plus 1.
Oh, God, I love it.
I know. So, for example, if your initiative is 80, divide by 20, 4, plus 1 brings it to 5.
Oh.
I like your preemptive
Air quotes.
air quotes.
Yeah, wow.
Yep. So you have a potential of 5 actions you can do.
Oh,
You first declare how you wish to spend your actions. So, for example, you'll say, I would like to move.
Yep.
Because moves are a certain range, depending on how fast. If you want to sprint, sneak, walk, run, it's everything.
Wheelchair.
Wheelchair. They get a bonus.
they get a bonus.
So you say, I'm going to move, shoot, climb, reload, or something like that, right?
Razor scooter, kickflip.
Kickflip, of course. You have
Yeah.
to.
Is that part of the razor scooter move?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it is,
Well,
yeah.
not a kickflip. You can't do a kickflip on a razor scooter, dude.
You don't scoot hard enough. But that's fine. Your agility's that low. So
True. So what then you would do is you would roll your d6. So you've got 5, right? So you roll 5d6. You basically want for every roll of 4 or higher, you get to take an action in the order of which they were declared.
Oh.
So you roll your 5 dice, and let's say you get 3 successes, and you wanted to move, shoot, right? So then you can't. So then your turn stops there. You don't climb and you don't reload. So everything sort of comes down to that
50-50.
roll. 50-50, dude. It either does or it doesn't.
That's what
right?
I've been saying since 2020.
Absolutely. You
January
might have some
2020.
mad plan of dashing, shooting, fighting, and you kick flipping, and you stop on that first roll. Nothing happens. You're in the middle of the open. You're a sitting duck.
Wow. There's ducks.
There can be.
Oh, so good. So good.
The activations, like any good game, alternating, right?
Of course. Yeah.
They're randomly drawn, determined by their speed stat. The highest speed characters start first. Each are assigned a token or a number. So let's say between our 2 warbands, we have 4 models, or 2 models each.
Yeah.
At speed 5.
Yeah.
So we'd go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Put
Are we playing
tokens down.
together?
We're playing right now. Oh, it's multiplayer, yeah.
It's
Like,
co-op.
It's competitive.
Oh, we're against each other.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Like you.
Nice that you put all your points into asthma.
Fire out. I'm actually dying here.
You want to put your points into stamina or agility? I think I'll put them into asthma.
Sorry, guys.
Do I have anything left over for talking?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. No, there's nothing left.
Anyway,
Now that we're
allowing
against
that
each other.
sweet alternate activations, but adding a little twist.
Oh.
And the narrative element of the game is really something to marvel at. So I
Oh
That's-
man, I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm also terrified. I can understand why it was reasonably short-lived.
Yeah.
That rule set is I feel like in that era when wargaming is already so small, you make a very intense. It's like typically your more competitive players who want your balanced war game love also the tactical elements of lots of choices
Yep.
and thick rules.
Yeah.
Your more RPG people want a bit, I imagine, typically want a free-flowing kind of game.
Yep.
And I feel like they've taken the complex rule set
Of 40K.
of 40K,
Yep.
layered it up with
Yeah,
extra
yeah.
stuff, and then given it to people that want a more casual experience. And I wonder if that affected it at all, because it feels like, the two parts of me that like those two things. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know, because it's like everything when it comes to Games Workshop and their specialist games, right? If it's not making money, why keep it on the shelf?
Yeah, and there was probably only so many ollies around at the time.
Absolutely. And I feel like
Probably one.
40, well, it's only ever one. 40K was already complicated enough, right?
Yeah,
Especially at the time.
yeah,
And adding all this extra RPG stuff, for those that love it, like absolutely love it, right?
yeah,
And I feel like maybe the barrier for entry was a bit harder.
yeah. You make a good point, because, like you said, people loved it, and the game stopped, and people loved it so much that the community has kept it alive
going.
till today.
And it's happened for a few games, but not many.
Yeah.
You know, like Halo, the Halo Ground Wars or whatever it's called.
Yep.
That's kind of got its own community going.
Yeah.
Blood Bowl was kept alive by
Yeah.
the community.
Yeah.
Fantasy, Warhammer Fantasy is still kept alive by the community.
That's right. Yeah.
There's so many games that just come and go that just don't have the community there.
It's interesting you say all those games, because if you're a Inquisitor fan, it's interesting that you said Blood Bowl was kept, but it's back.
It's back, yeah.
And the old world was coming back.
Yeah. Yep.
So now that Games Workshop's in a position where they just make $1 billion every 3 years
Yeah.
in gross profits,
Yep.
they can probably be like, we'll throw 10 mil into launching this game and see what happens.
See what happens. Kind of like Necromunda, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's, I guess, again, the same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Kept alive.
So many games that they try early on, but wargaming wasn't like as saturated as it is today.
Yep.
I mean, it's still niche, but obviously
yeah.
it's light years in popularity from when it was in 2001.
Yep.
So yeah, potentially there's something there. Something there. But I feel bad for you, Dance. I'm going to get you another beer.
Oh, thanks.
What was the most interesting thing, whilst I go up there to give you something to talk about?
Most interesting thing about what?
Just like, when you bought the house, no. True. When you were doing your research, what was something that you didn't know about? Obviously, heaps of this you didn't know.
Nah,
what was the thing that you were like, oh, wow, that's very different to what I thought?
Well, I don't know, man. That's a good question because I knew...
That's all I do, ask good questions.
That's what you do. I knew, like, little bits and pieces about the Inquisition because I've listened to, like, the Eisenhorn audiobook and I started, like, looking into... What are you doing? What is that? Honey beer.
Yeah, it was on sale.
Nice.
Yeah, it was down from... I'm not joking. It was down from $8 to $8.40.
Oh, that's a big sale, dude.
I was like, I can't miss
You'd be
that.
mad not to.
I'll be an idiot not to. So I'll give you something more normal.
Thank you. Yeah, good question. I don't know.
Sorry I didn't get your beer, Churchy.
Oh, it's all G, man. All G.
But I played a game of Inquisitor with Ollie.
Oh, tell me about that. What the heck?
Well, my friend. We played two... another thing about Inquisitor.
Okay.
It doesn't really use a point system to build your army. You kind of just...
I see why it failed.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there are points there, but
Sure.
it's loose. It's an interesting look you're giving that beer.
I don't know what to expect coming into this. It is commonly said that drinking beer is like pouring smiles into your brain. It is commonly said.
Yeah, I've heard
Churchy said that before. Yeah.
Once?
Just
Right now.
yeah. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't use points.
No, well, it has a point system, but it's like... Even says in the rulebook that it's like the point system isn't like...
It's a guide.
It's a guide.
Yeah, it's like power level.
Yeah.
Or the current point system for
Or the
Wargame.
current, yeah, exactly right, which is power level, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so we use like two basically identical warbands, Inquisition teams, whatever you want to call it. I played as a radical Inquisitor,
Oh,
a Xanthite, if you will,
I will.
and Ollie played as more of a Puritan.
A Xanthite sounds like the kind of thing that you would find under a rock.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
it's
like-
got a bit of like a shell or a bit of a
Yeah.
a carapace to it.
Yeah, it's got the little
How many legs does Xanthite have?
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah, Xanth being Greek
12.
for 12. Or something. I'm sure it means something.
apparently.
Thinking it sounds like a mineral or something.
Yeah.
Under a rock.
Yeah, true. You could like put it in like a refiner.
Or
Get
it's like,
xanthium out of it.
yeah, Xanthium.
Yeah.
You get Xanthium from the planet Xanthite. He's taking the hobbits to Xanthite. What were we saying? You played a game.
I played a game.
Yeah.
Yes, and it had my warband had an elder,
Yep.
a Kroot,
Right.
something else.
Okay.
Um,
Wait. They're all Xenos.
they are. That's why, being a Xanthite, I was like, let's use them as a weapon. Some would call it heresy.
Others
You'd
would call
be a
it.
Puritan if you did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was Ollie a Puritan?
he was, yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
So he like had a couple like acroflagellants and just like humans,
yeah.
boring old humans.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good game. We had like objectives to try and grab, and he was trying. So the objectives were samples or something of like a gene stealer cult.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to collect them
Of course.
and take them.
Yeah.
He's like,
And
no,
use
no,
them.
no, burn them.
Ah, yes.
You know, of course.
Yes. I like
Burn
it.
the alien. And I'm just like, nah, but you know, we could learn something from them. And
Yeah, we could learn how to burn them. That's what Ollie would say, I imagine.
Puritan.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I had to like try to grab these objectives and then move off the board with them, and he just had to try and like plant like a demo charge, which was like a test.
Of his
Kind of
character.
test was it? Yeah, a test of his character. Yeah,
Yeah, whether or not he would do it.
exactly. Yeah,
The temptation
Does
to
he-
steal
does
them.
he
and-
have it in him?
Yeah, I
You
don't know. That's what the test
did,
is there
yeah, he
for. He
won.
did. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So, fun game. It kind of had that Battlefleet Gothic vibe where it was like rules, like I'm not gonna say rule overload, but like rules are there,
Yeah.
tables are there.
Yeah.
You know,
Charts, tables.
charts, column shifting.
Best
all this
believe
stuff.
you felt like a cartographer
Yeah.
with all them charts.
Oh yeah, man, so many like weapons. Like, you know, I've got a rifle and it's a weapon. It's like a H. I'm like, what's a H mean? And it's like, here's a weapon chart. Find H. These are the ranges it's at, and these are the modifiers. So like,
You're like, you didn't answer my question. I said, what is H?
I know, right?
H is a concept, a construct, social construct.
Heat isn't real, dude. So, like, you know, a rifle would be good at a medium to long range, not
Right.
good at short range.
An R, you mean?
And what?
An R
Yes.
would be good at me. Yeah. R. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I thought we were dealing with letters here. I thought that
Well, I mean,
you said a H was, anyways.
that was, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, dang, that's cool. Would you play it again?
If it was in front of me, yeah, absolutely.
And when you say if it was in front of you, you mean if someone brought 2 warbands in the rule book and knew the rules well and said, we're playing this game,
yeah.
you'd play it. But
If it was Ollie, yes, I'd play it again.
yeah, but if you had 2 of your own and the rule book in front of you, you wouldn't try and convince me to play it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
So with the whole specialist thing of Games Workshop, when they closed that side of the website down, I think it was like 2007 or something like that. They made a lot of stuff for free, so you could download rule books for a whole bunch of different games for free. Right? It's probably the last time they ever offered anything for free.
I'm sorry, can we have a gun in YouTube videos?
It's not a real gun.
Yeah, it's not real. You just made me think of that when you said whatever you were saying.
Free downloads.
Yeah.
You're like, I downloaded this gun for free.
Yeah. That's probably exactly how we got here. An insight into my brain.
A bunch of times.
Yeah.
Now we never were demonetized, so we can't be demonetized.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. What can you take from us? We have nothing.
We've given you everything. The algorithm.
The algorithm.
So you can download the rulebook for free.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm sorry. Can we have guns in that? You got me in the loop. Wow, that's cool. Like the entire, and I imagine it's a thick rule book.
Well, it comes in 2 parts.
No, I say not big.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Comes in 2 parts.
2 parts.
We'll say nothing else.
No.
Except that the rule book is big and free and comes in 2 parts.
Yep. Best things come in 2 parts.
So we'd like to thank our patrons for, blame them for keeping this alive.
It's kind of their fault. We took
Yeah.
a week off last week.
You took a week off.
Excuse?
I was just ready to record.
What?
I was in the hospital, but I was like ready to record. I was like, Shane and Churchy going to get here soon? Or am I just going to have to do this
Live
myself
from
on my phone?
the ER.
Yeah. Beep. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Hobby Homies. Hang on. Hang on. I'm back. I'm back.
Got a code grey. Code grey.
There was a lot of code greys.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday night at the emergency room.
Where else would you want to punch on?
Apparently, nowhere else except for outside the pediatric waiting room.
Yeah, go to Bended Elbow or go to Home House to punch on. Don't go to bloody...
I reckon they'd already been there.
Where they came from. Yeah,
Yeah,
good call.
that
Good
makes
call.
sense. Yeah.
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 Anyway,
So, no, you go. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Speaking of burning the heretics, I was just checking something. Oh, yeah. Church is done with his beer. That's what I was checking.
yeah.
Yes. Awesome, dude. We'll have to play.
Yeah.
We'll have to play. I'm very interested in Acolyte because it doesn't sound as scary.
Yeah.
And kind of feeds off the same vibes. It kind of takes all the, I guess, the hobby inspiration from it.
Yeah.
Uses the kill team rule set and then made a game that's a bit more streamlined, a bit more balanced, a bit less RPG.
Yeah, mad Inquisitor vibes from Acolyte.
Yeah. Hence the
Using
name.
yeah,
But it's co-op, which I like better.
that's cool. That's cool. Using the kill team rules is probably a good thing for it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a bit more. The ease of entry to it will be better
Yeah.
rather than trying to like battle your way through this tome.
Yeah.
Absolute tome of a rule book.
Yeah. I feel like those games, sometimes you have to have that Ollie, or you have to have that someone that already knows it.
Yeah.
I know if you don't learn it, then you have no one that knows it. No one will ever knows it.
Man, my eyes start glazing over when I like read the back of this can. Like I can't read a rule book. Right?
I know you can't read.
Like,
Yeah, or talk, or breathe.
how am I here?
Yeah, why weren't you in the ER, dude?
I was a couple of weeks before.
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah, no,
I'm just kidding. He's good value. We like Shane. Better than Churchy, anyways.
Whoa. I don't even like me more than Churchy.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want. Something comes in 2 parts. So So yeah, thanks for listening to this beers and banter.
Basically, right? Basically.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yep.
If you've played Inquisitor and you can convince me into it, knowing that I'm so scared of the big rule set, let us know in the comments what. Throw your best argument to me. I want to know what is so good about this game that is going to make me go through 2 tomes.
Yeah. Let's see if we can end up in the ER again.
I'm already there. Emotionally, I'm already there.
Yeah. Never left.
Never left. I'm still there some days. Anyways.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. See you, dude.
Thanks, man.
Nah, you're welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for listening.
No worries. I mean, what?
What?
I did all the talking.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Doing all that research and playing those grueling games with
I
Ollie.
know, man. It's just work, you know.
You just got to get it done at
what
the
you
end of the
gotta
day.
do.
Yeah, you got to roll the dice and
Got to have
enjoy the fun.
and
Yeah,
drink beer and go to the pub and
Bro,
it's
this is
hard, man.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, podcasting is difficult.
Oh, it's probably the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, 100%. I got 2 kids, and I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to end this podcast and go home and wrestle my kids to sleep, and then go to work tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait to go to work.
You know, if kids can't sleep, I've heard whiskey does the trick.
I mean, I keep drinking it, but they just won't fall asleep.
Well, I'm aware what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he means whiskey.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all for listening, if you are, or watching if you are, and licking if you are, or whatever. What are the other senses? There's lick, see, smelling.
Yeah. If you can
could-
smell us, then sorry.
Please leave us a comment because we'll try and fix it. But also, wow, technology,
It's
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Massive thank you to all our patrons. For $2 a month, you get early access to videos like this and our battle reports and our other channel, which you can check out in the link below in the description.
Yep. Yeah, we do have a second
Thank you.
channel with all of our battle reports, and if we ever do one on whatever Shane was talking about, then it'll be on that channel, not this one.
Malgador.
So if you want to watch more Malgador, go sub to that channel.
Yeah.
And also give us $2, and you can get what? What can you get for the $2 tier?
Early access.
Oh yeah, did you already say that?
I said
wasn't
that.
listening. Yeah,
that was
yeah.
like the main point. Like that was the lead.
Thanks to our patrons.
And a massive thank you to all our patrons.
We need the screen check.
Thank you, Churchy.
We normally say, as always, we've got.
As always, we've got Burnsy, Final Dinosaur, Lethal, Gridlock, Axe, Anax, MJ, Whack the Ewok, Test Dummy, and Black Apollo.
We got Brandon W, Moose, Elko, Churchy, Rad, Ollie, Hockers, Penny, Aggro, Don Hua Don, Pure Blind. We've also got a new Patreon.
New Patreon.
A new homie, Marcus Lutvag from Sweden.
That was good, man.
Yeah, that's
How do you pronounce the A with the thing above it?
Vag. Lutvag.
Bug.
And if I've messed that up, please don't call me out. And Big Roach. Thank you all for your continued support. You help us put together episodes like this. And so this is on you. This is on you. I take no responsibility.
Thanks, guys. You are absolute legends.
Dead set. Peace.
Hooray.
Woo! Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice.